Yeah, good evening. This is another episode of Shamz-View, our YouTube program. We're still on discussing on how we need to build a brand building, right? And like I said, in as much as I'm actually committed in building a brand, and at the same time, I'm actually making research, going through the story of how some people who weren't successful that built a brand, and those who were also successful and had their own bitter part of life while they are also building this brand. So today, I will be looking at the life of Davido. Davido. And we know who Davido is, where he's actually coming from. He's actually a popular icon that we all know today. And in as much as I keep telling people that the strategy a rich man or someone from a wealthy background used to build his own brand cannot be the same strategy with someone who is actually struggling. But in as much as we're trying to look at it from different angles, I decided to look at the life of Davido. Maybe there's something that I may learn from it and you may also learn from it. So this particular research is not actually based on serious research. It's just about my subjectivism and then what chat GPT also gave me. All right. And in the previous ones, I actually talked about this research and where I got those references from. But today, it's going to be a little bit different because I know a little bit about the family, and ChatGPT also helped me out. So, all right. So, firstly, before he became an international Afrobeat star, which is Davido, popular here, his real name is David Adedeji Adeleke, was a young Nigerian musician trying to build a career despite skepticism and high expectations. All right. So there were skepticism. People were skeptical about him, and there was still high expectation from the public who were actually putting his eyes on him. But before I actually go deeper, permit me to just have a little bit, I don't want to go into details, just an overview of who Davido was, right? I don't want to go into details. Davido was born on November 21st, 1992 in Atlanta, and he grew up mainly in Lagos. His father, Adedeji Adeleke, is a wealthy businessman, while his mother, Veronica Adeleke, was an academic here. She was a lecturer in Babcock, and I was actually privileged to meet her or to get to know her, and before the demise, right? Which is also one of the things I know. So growing up in a wealthy family gave him access to a lot of opportunities, no doubt that many aspiring artists did not have. However, it also created a different challenge. Many people assumed he had not earned his success and money alone would make him famous. All right, so people thought that so this was also part of him. So basically, I want to be looking at some of the little obstacles he actually faced. Like I told you, I'm not actually going deeper, but we need to look at the obstacles. I'm not saying the obstacles he is facing is the same obstacle I am facing too as well. Absolutely no. All right. Despite his family's wealth, Davido encountered some obstacles or several obstacles. And let me start with the few that I could lay my hands on. There's what we call family expectation, which is number one. His father wanted him to focus on education rather than music. David enrolled at Oakwood University, but spent much of his time making beats and recording music instead of studying. Eventually, he left school, which disappointed his family somehow because the family didn't actually send him to go and do music. And I think that was what actually brought him back to Babcock University after that. His father enrolled him in Babcock University. And then like I said, the research is based on subjectivism and also ChatGPT. So another obstacle that I could lay my hands on is lack of industry credibility. Early on, Critics dismissed him as a rich kid trying to buy fame. He had to prove he possessed genuine talent rather than relying solely on just his financial resources. Okay, there was a struggle. There was an intense brains hard work actually put in place for him to be where he is today. And that actually brought me to the next step. He didn't just break into the industry. There were a lot of competition, so he faced competition. So whatever you're doing today, somebody has started it and somebody is successful in that field. All right. So but here we want to look at the success story, right? Now, imagine the competition around that time. It was emerging. Music was already featured established stars as Wizkid, Coco Master, the band, right? P Square. Breaking into that competition scene requires standout music. You understand? So you need to put in effort and all of that. So another obstacle that I actually faced was pressure to sustain success. So after his breakthrough, now listen carefully. So after he broke some few records, he got into the limelight, and then pressure to sustain success. After his breakthrough, expectation rose. Each new release was compared with his earlier hits, making consistency a challenge. You understand? So he built over time, right? He started building from one stage to another. So his hits were actually compared from one to another. I think I will even talk about that hit and all of that as before we round up the video. And then there is personal hardship, mind you, not hardship from wealth that he couldn't lay his hands on. No, he had his own personal hardship, right? Over the years, Davido faced several personal tragedies, including the loss of close friends, and in 2022, the death of his young son. He stepped away from the public eye from period before returning to music. So whether you are coming from a very rich background or you're coming from a poor background, everybody must actually face some challenges, some obstacles before actually getting into the limelight, right? So basically, these are part of the things we are actually I'm actually talking about. So let's talk about his breakthrough. His breakthrough came in 2011 with the hit song. I told you I'm going to talk about it. I think it's Davido. The song became one of the Nigeria's biggest hits that changed public perception. Instead of seeing him only as a wealthy young man, many began to recognize him as a talented performer and a songwriter. Now, as time rolls by, he later released some successful projects, including Omo Babalowo, Good Time, A Better Time, Timeless. All right. So let us look at what made Davido to stand out. What really made Davido to stand out? Several qualities helped distinguish Davido. From many other artists. One, consistency. This is another part that I really want us to look at. Consistency. All right. And he has released hit songs for well over a decade, remaining relevant despite challenging music trends. All right. So he didn't just blow into the music line and then he just relaxed. No. Strong air for hit records. Davido has consistently selected melodies, rhythms that appeal to broad audiences, right? Songs like Fall, Eve, Fame, and Unavailable become major success. Workaholic, although he came from a very wealthy family, okay? Producers and collaborators have often described him as someone who spent long hours in the studio and actively participates in creating his music. So he combined that with his hard work and all of that. Collaboration, he worked with both African and international artists, including Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, Lil Baby, and Musa Keys, helping expanding his global reach. So, and we have connections with fans, all right? Davido is known for engaging with fans on social media and publicly supporting emerging artists, which has contributed to a loyal fan base, all right? So he gave back to the society. 30BG. So investing in others. Although his label DMW Davido Music Worldwide, he has signed and promoted new artists, strengthening his influence in the industry. So he helped others by lifting others. So lessons from Davido's. His career illustrates several border lessons. Okay, one, opportunities can help you get started, but sustained success usually depends on producing work that people genuinely value. So that doesn't really mean that when you get to the level where you can actually you've gotten the fame, that you are not gonna fall. So there are obstacles that can bring you down, all right? So public criticism does not necessarily prevent long-term success if you continue improving your craft. So criticism is another way of building you, trying to understand that, okay, you're not doing better in this field, you need to do better in such fields and all of that. So despite the criticism, I know people a lot called him the guy with the frog voice and all of that, but he didn't listen. He pushed through, right? He pushed through, all right? And then consistency over many years often matters more than breakthrough hits. Building relationship and collaborating with others can expand your audience. Resilience is important, especially when facing personal setbacks or industry pressure. So whatever you do, there must be setbacks in everything you do. So Davido's success is best understood as a combination of success to resources, musical ability, persistence, strategic collaborations, and ability to repeatedly create songs that connect with the audiences across Africa and around the world. So we need to connect with our environment, which is actually very important. So I am also trying to encourage myself, because I am out here rebranding my Guru Window Blast to Shamz-View. All right. So may the good Lord help us as we consistently build this brand. Cheers, and I wish you the very best of luck. Bye bye.